Hi guys, today's video is once again gonna be me responding to Reddit K-pop opinions. I've already made 2 other videos like this one, and maybe you're sick and tired of hearing me ranting, but the opinions featured in this video kinda rubbed me the wrong way and I really wanted to discuss them. So if you wanna hear me responding to opinions that made my blood boil, then let's just begin. And as usual, pause the video in order to read the opinions. Now let's go. We're starting off with an opinion about a very controversial topic, the Produce 101 rigging scandal and the way some people have been defending and justifying it. This just makes my blood boil on a whole new level, because just like this person says, some IZ*ONE stans and stans of other produced groups have been saying shit like, I'm glad the lineup was rigged, this or that member wouldn't have fit the concept anyway, and this just pisses me off. A more recent example could be Girls Planet. I've lost count of the amount of people I heard saying they wish the lineup was rigged because fans cannot be trusted to make a decent lineup, and although I kinda agree that sometimes fans suck at voting for the right contestants, the rigging is still unjustifiable, not only because it destroyed some people's dreams, but also because it was a straight-up scam. People lost their money for voting when in reality everything was rigged. The person who wrote this opinion also mentions that people have kinda praised the producers for making such well-balanced lineups, but in reality they were just greedy for money. They were totally awful people and it pisses me off so much every time someone tries to make the rigging seem acceptable. I still stand IZ*ONE to this day because obviously it wasn't the girls' fault and I have no problem in supporting them even if the lineup was rigged. But it's kinda sad seeing how so many IZ*ONEs were completely insensitive towards the scandal and towards the victims, showing zero respect. I don't fucking care that you think IZ*ONE's lineup was perfect. You still shouldn't be justifying an illegal activity like the rigging. Now we have an opinion about Stacy, specifically about the members teasing J for her deep voice. If you're somewhat familiar with Stacy, you probably know that J is known for having quite of a deep voice when she sings and raps, and there have been so many times when the members have been mimicking her voice. This person is just saying that this joke got old, and I can understand that, but I want to talk about some of the things I heard from various K-pop stans regarding this topic. Lately there have been many people discussing about it and insinuating that the members are bullying J, but judging by the way people are talking about it, it seems to me like they don't even stan Stacy. If you stan Stacy, you would know that they tease each other about everything and they do it 24/7. Sumin is also teased for her deep voice and she is also teased for her height. J, being the second tallest member, is sometimes the first one to tease Sumin for her short height. Some of you are deadass trying to make it seem like J is being bullied when everyone is literally teasing everyone. I'm sure that if J was really hurt by the teasing, she would have talked about it with the other members who would have definitely stopped. But then again, I don't know J personally, so I cannot speak for her. But if I don't know her personally, then you surely don't know her personally either. So why are you trying to make it seem like you know how she's really feeling? Why are you making it seem like she's really hurt? This just annoys the fuck out of me because spreading fake rumors like this will lead to people thinking that the other Stacy members are mean girls who bully their members. It's funny how when it comes to boy groups you all agree on the fact that they're just playing around, but when it comes to girl groups you insinuate that members bully each other. Fucking ridiculous. Moving on, this person expresses their disliking towards Billie's Ginga Minga Yo, both the song and the choreography, and honestly I'm totally fine with people openly saying they dislike a song. I don't care at all, but what rubbed me the wrong way about this opinion was the ending part where this person had to drag Chuki for her facial expressions, saying she's doing too much. Listen to me, Ginga Minga Yo is a quirky concept, the song, the video, the vibe, everything is quirky and very in your face, and so are Chuki's expressions. She understood the assignment, she ate the concept up. If the vibe of the song and the concept are very in your face, then the facial expressions should also be like that. Now, if Chuki had those facial expressions while performing a song with a totally different vibe, like let's say Likey by Twice, then I would have agreed with you that she was doing too much. Just because Likey is supposed to be cute, fresh and happy, and those expressions would have been excessive and out of place. But for a song like Ginga Minga Yo, those expressions are perfect and I'm so fucking tired of people not understanding that. On a similar note, here we have another person complaining about facial expressions. This time it's about Everglow's Mia. Needless to say, I totally disagree with this opinion. What the fuck does it mean that she's trying too hard? Just like I said for Chuki, Mia's expressions totally fit her group's concept. Everglow's concepts are powerful, sassy, cool, confident, and I can't believe you telling me that Mia is in the wrong for having powerful, sassy, cool and confident expressions. Like, are you genuinely telling me that she should tone it down? Everglow's concepts are very upfront and so are Mia's expressions. She's one of the idols I enjoy watching perform the most and I wouldn't change anything about the way she delivers and embodies the concept and the way she performs. Next opinion states that Nmixx's Lily should have debuted as a soloist. The opinion contains so many points I disagree with. First point, only Lily shined in terms of vocals during OO. Well, excuse me, Hwan and Sol Yoon served pretty outstanding vocals too, not to mention Bae and Kyujin who also had some interesting vocal parts. Yes, Lily shined the most because she is the best vocalist and was given the hardest parts. It's called being a main vocalist. This literally happens in every single group, but I don't see people saying Wendy should have debuted as a soloist instead of being in Red Velvet or that MJ should have been a solo artist instead of debuting in Astro. It's a no-brainer that the best vocalist will get the hardest and most outstanding parts in the song. at least most of the time. Second point I disagree with is saying that she is pushed more compared to the other members. Excuse me, you literally have Kyujin and Jinhee as the center members. Then you have Sol Yoon serving vocals and being super hyped for her visuals. Then you have Hwon who is pushed as the second main vocalist. Then there's Bae and Jiwoo who are particularly pushed when it comes to variety content. Every girl shines on their own. Last but not least, I think it's kinda ridiculous thinking Lily and Nmixx will end up like Suzy and Miss A. That is a completely different story. Suzy became such a huge deal for many reasons such as her visuals, acting and modeling career. So it's not that just because Lily gets her main vocal parts she's gonna overshadow everyone and Nmixx is gonna become Lily and Friends. I swear to God some of you are crazy. Speaking of Lily, this person explains how they think she should have taken Somi's place in Itzy instead of Yoona. It just annoys the hell out of me when people discuss these kind of things. It's been 3 years since Itzy debuted. Can we move on? And also leave Lily alone and stop questioning her presence in Nmixx. JYP knew exactly what he was doing when he decided to add Yoona to Itzy's lineup. The company added someone that would have pretty much had the same positions that Somi would have had if she joined Itzy. Somi would have been in the dance line just like Yoona is, and she would have also had a rapping position like Yoona. The only exception being that Somi would have probably had more vocal parts since she's a stronger vocalist than Yoona. But other than that, they added Yoona to Itzy because they needed someone to pretty much take over the role that Somi would have had. So if you think about it, it wouldn't have made sense adding Lily. If Lily was in Itzy, she would have had completely different positions compared to the one Somi would have had. If JYP needed a powerhouse vocal, they would have added Lily. But since Somi was the one they were missing, they added someone like Yoona who has similar skills as Somi. Not to mention, I think Leah is a perfect main vocalist for Itzy. You can easily tell Itzy is not a group that revolves around vocals. The most important factor when it comes to Itzy is the dancing. And again, Yoona is a very good dancer, definitely stronger than Lily. Not to mention Itzy's vocal parts are never particularly hard, nothing that Leah couldn't pull off. And let's not forget that Leah isn't even the only good vocalist in Itzy. Yeji and Chaeryeong are right there. JYP clearly had a specific plan when forming Itzy's lineup. They knew what the group needed and what each member had to be good at. They didn't need someone like Lily, and if they did, they would have definitely debuted her in Itzy. Okay guys, this was my response to Reddit K-pop opinions that make my blood boil. I hope you're not too tired of hearing me ranting non-stop. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.